This is what the power of friendship looks like. This is how you use the power of friendship correctly. Yo, Mushoku Tensei, this episode, man, I feel it. Like, Nanahoshi, I felt it. Like, this is so relatable. And this is one of the things I like about Mushoku Tensei is like these relatable moments. And I guess it's only relatable if you tend to be like an overthinker or you overanalyze things, or when you're trying to solve a problem, you tend to spend a lot of time by yourself trying to solve it, overanalyzing what possibly could be the solution, and then like when you're stuck is like you have no idea what to do next and you kind of just reach your breaking point. Like, that is so relatable, and it's so true that I don't know if this is the case for you, but for me, and I've noticed with others, when I tend to get stuck on an idea or a problem, it's like it just haunts my head for a while, and like the first thing that comes to my head is not to ask for help or assistance. And I always wonder why that's the case. Is it like ego? Is it the fact that like maybe they won't understand? Maybe it's the fact that like, well, this is my problem, my issues, so I need to be the one to solve it. This episode really shows how friendship can be used to benefit a person, not just by like cheering them on or anything like that, you know, and they just suddenly get stronger. Because like Rudy has said, of course the others probably like didn't know anything about like the magic circle or what's going on, but like he was saying, they could at least bring like a different perspective of what potentially could be a solution. And this episode really made me realize, like, regardless if someone knows the topic or what you're going through, like their different perspective could honestly bring an answer that you weren't even thought of or would even expect to even help you at all. And that's what I really like about this episode, because this is not even for Nanahoshi herself, it's also for Rudeus. Like, he even stated himself, like in his previous life, he was a loner, powerless, like he was just by himself. But this is just a learning lesson for him too, that, you know, you could lean on others to help you when you're down. Having people around you that are joyful and happy just automatically boosts up your mood. It's like the saying goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And yeah, with her and Rudeus, they were able to move fast. Like, they were able to get that circle done within a month. But look how much progress they were able to make when they started to bring others. And they were having so much fun making the circles too during the process, as you could see. So how would I wrap up this message from this episode? The theme, I guess, stay open-minded to a new perspective, or never be afraid to lean on others. Something like that, you know? You let me know what you think is like the theme of this episode, if you could like summarize it in like a quotable line. But yeah, man, this really was a nice way to showcase that. And moments like this, even if it's like a magical world with like monsters and sword play and crazy demons and whatever, like all these type of races and like a fantasy world basically. I love how Mushoku Tensei have these moments that are relatable to reality. And even though like moments like this, well, actually, other than her moving forward with the magic circle, that probably gonna be a major plot point in the future. But other than that, like, this is kind of like not a big episode in terms of like pushing the plot forward, but the fact that he able to showcase like human problems and something that we could relate to, that's one of the things I really love about Mushoku Tensei and that they present in the show. Okay, now we learned that Paul sent a letter to Rudeus about sending his sisters to him, and he has like a special guest sending them over to him, of course, which is gonna be Ryger, because he was shown in the trailer, so of course it's gonna be him. Now I wish they didn't show him in the trailer, because then that would have been a big surprise. I didn't even know that Roxy was already with Paul, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that. So yeah, it's crazy, because I think in my prediction video I even stated myself that it's probably gonna be the case where Paul had to go on like an extremely dangerous mission, and that's really why he had to send the sisters to Rudeus. I knew that was gonna be the case. I'm just glad I was right about that. So I'm assuming they're gonna come around like next episode. I'm looking forward to seeing Ryger again. That's really all I'm looking forward to, honestly. And I just want to see Rudeus' reaction to Ryger, because like it's been some time. I think it's been like 2 years or so, or 3, since they've seen each other, something like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. We learned that Rudeus can't learn healing magic. They had to nerf him somehow. He can't be the master of all elements, you know? So that's good to know. And another thing we found out, because of elves, they probably would have trouble having kids, which I guess elves usually can only have kids with each other. I'm assuming in that world, that's what Sophie meant. Like if they try having it with other races is a little bit more difficult. But the most wow statement from it is that with no hesitation, Sophie was like, oh yeah, like you could have a mistress if you want, which confirms that Eris is gonna be the second wife. Like come on now, that's is basically confirmed. They basically just like gave Rudeus like a pathway to have two wives, you know what I'm saying? That's really the purpose of having Sophie state that line. But yeah, you let me know your thoughts about this episode. Let me know if you actually like thought of like a different lesson from this episode, from this whole friendship and having others help you out to move forward with your project, you know, relying on others. Let me know if you had like a different perspective, since it seems like that's what opens doors, that's what opens the mind to other possibilities. We'll see what happens in the next episode when the sisters and Ryder comes around. I'm looking forward to that. Let's have a discussion in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.